Hey guys, it's Latoya Sure checking in, your favorite relative here in Atlanta, Georgia. I want to talk to you guys about the financing piece of buying a home. I've had a few clients ask me, questions about the different programs. How do you qualify? Um, are there any down payment assistance programs that I can qualify for as a first-time home buyer? So I kind of want to get into that today, just to kind of give you guys some pointers on how you can qualify for the all these different programs that they do have. So let me first start off by saying that picking your loan officer is definitely key to the being able to buy a home. You definitely want a loan officer that is going to ride for you. You're going to want a loan officer that is not going to, put you in a box. It's going to think outside the box to help you because everybody's credit profile is not the same. Everybody's income is not the same. And so it definitely helps when the loan officer goes the extra mile to see exactly what program would really benefit you, not just them, benefit you as the consumer, right? So all loan officers do have programs across the board, FHA programs, conventional programs, USDA programs, and other programs like the FHA 203K, which is a FHA renovation loan that you can qualify for if you're looking for a house to fix up that you're going to live in. That's the only requirement for that is that it has to be your primary resident. So if you're okay with a fixer-upper type of home, that type of renovation loan would be beneficial for you. But there are requirements for every program, just like the USDA loan, right? The USDA loan, there is no down payment that's required for that program. Which from a financial standpoint, that is definitely beneficial. But there are guidelines that goes along with that as well, as far as what your debt to income ratio can be, what your income to debt ratio can be. So that's why it's important to have these conversations with your loan officer so they can tell you exactly what the guidelines are and the percentages can be. Of course, FHA is a good program for first-time home buyers. It only requires 3% down. Conventional is also a good one as well because if you're a first-time home buyer, you can qualify for a 3% as well. It's not just 20% that you put down for a conventional loan. So that's a myth. You don't have to put 20% down to qualify for a conventional loan. But there are parameters, right? And so that's why a lot of people, first-time home buyers, choose FHA more than the other ones because FHA tends to be more forgiving when it comes to your credit history. You know, if you have a really good credit history with no late payments in the past, no repos, no bankruptcies in the past, any of that, you got pretty much a good stable job history, things like that, then other programs do open for you. But for people who have, I guess, have had issues in the past, but they have worked on them and they're in a better situation, FHA tends to be better. Now, plus the debt to income ratio is higher. It's like up to 50% as far as your debt to ratio. And some of you might not know like what I'm saying. Like, what is the debt to income ratio? What do I mean by that? So basically, it's the percentage of how much debt you have versus how much income you have. If you have more debt than you have income, then that'd be a problem for the lender because they feel like that you're not going to pay your mortgage. So in all the paperwork, your credit profile and everything has to make sense in order for them to lend you these hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So if your income is 50% of your debt, then they would still probably give you the loan, but there's going to be some other red tape in it. Like they may ask you for reserve monies, meaning they want you to have at least 2 or 3 months of your mortgage payment in your account, in addition to your down payment closing costs. If your debt is like 20%, 30% of your income, then you're in a good sweet spot, right? Also, when it comes to down payment assistance, yes, it's a great thing to be able to get down payment assistance. A lot of times there are programs out there where you don't have to pay the down payment that you receive. You don't have to pay it back. In some situations, you do have to pay it back, but they give you like 10 years to pay that back. It's basically a second mortgage where you can pay it back at any time with no prepayment penalties at all. So if you're in a situation where you want to buy a house and you don't really have all the funds, a down payment assistance program may work for you, right? And so that's why it's important to really have a good conversation with a good loan officer that you feel like has your back and that can give you all the information so you can make an educated decision on what's best for you. Of course, me as a realtor, I have a team of people that I work with. I can recommend a loan officer that fits that bill for you to be able to assist you with getting the house. And then I can, of course, do my part and find your beautiful house and negotiate things with the seller to get you into the house. So there's still room. There's still room for you to buy a house. There's still opportunities for you to buy a house. I know the interest rate may be a little high for some of you guys, but it can still happen. Where there's a will, there's a way. And that's what I always say to everybody. If there is a will, there's a way to make it happen. You're not locked into the interest rate, so don't let the interest rate steer you away from buying a house, because you can still do it. You can always refinance the home whenever the rates decide to go down. Nobody knows when that's going to be, of course, but we do know that they're going to go down, right? So don't let the interest rate deter you from buying a house, because at the end of the day, it's better than paying rent. I mean, that's your option. Either you pay rent, pay somebody else's mortgage payment, or you buy a house and pay your own mortgage payment and get all your tax benefits for being a homeowner, and be able to have something that's yours, that you're building towards, right? So I just wanted to, kind of let you guys know that there are still programs out there for first-time home buyers. There are different loan financing options out there for you, so you can make an educated decision on what's best for you. People ask me all the time, like, what's the interest rate? I mean, what is the credit score I need to qualify, right? And so I tell people that it's 620 to qualify for a mortgage, right? But in some situations, they can qualify you with a 580 credit score. And they look at your middle scores. They look at all three bureaus and they pick the middle score between the three bureaus and they qualify you there. So, like I said, if there's a will, there's a way. So definitely give me a call. Let's chat. Let's work out a strategic plan to help you become a homeowner before the spring, if you're up for it. Because when the spring gets here, it's gonna be a hot commodity going on. So now is definitely the time to kind of get all your ducks in a row and try to get some things in order so you can make things happen. Because hey, your house is out there. It really is. So I hope that it helps you guys. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to comment on this post. Feel free to like this post, comment, and share this post. And also follow me on YouTube. I'm Latanya Sherman on there as well. So, and let me know, what other topics would you like for me to discuss as well? All right, I'll holla. Talk to you guys soon.